correspondent at the New York Times, Maggie Haberman. Maggie, thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it. Listen, we're going to get to this full report. Good morning to you, by the way, this full report. But I just want to get to what we learned about Cassidy Hutchinson, where she talks about her strange relationship with her father. She went to him to ask him for help, feeling like Trump world was watching her. It is stunning. I just want to read something about what she said, because I think it just shows you. She said her dad was a Trump supporter, and they had a strange relationship. She said, let's see, my biological father, but I went to his place. I didn't have a relationship with my biological father, but I went over to his place one night. I drove up to New Jersey, and I went to his house one night and begged him. It's probably one thing I regret in all of this. I wish I didn't stoop to that level, because it was a no, but I begged him to help me. I said, I said I would pay him back, like, name your interest rate, like, I just need help. And I remember saying to him, you have no idea what they're going to do to me.
Terrifying.
Terrifying.
She sounds incredibly scared in this transcript, and she lays out a culture of Trump land that we have heard many, many other former aides talk about over years. Michael Cohen, Stephanie Grisham, you can go down the list, Alyssa Farah. And she was clearly worried about what would happen to her, not just in terms of Trump land, but she had no money. She had no lawyer. She had no anything. And Mark Meadows was not responding to her. Mark Meadows, who had been her boss for 2 years. So you can see how she ended up with Stefan Passantino. And, yes, you just played the statement from Stefan Passantino. What she alleges in this under oath transcript is that Stefan Passantino was not just representing her, but that he was trying to shape her testimony. And that is very, very serious and very specific, and is something that, the committee has said the DOJ is looking at it. I suspect we will be hearing more about this in the coming months.
Can you give us a sense of, with these 845 pages, I know you went through them because you had a report out at 2 in the morning, so you haven't slept. But what stood out to you? Because you've been reporting on Trump world for so long. What stood out to you from this report? Were there new things that we hadn't seen, for example, during the committee? There
actually was a lot of new meat on the bone. The overarching story remains the same, which is that the committee finds him unfit to serve, shows that he was not, and they stressed this over and over again, he was an active participant in this. He wasn't some person who was being beset by bad advice, which is something that a lot of his allies have tried suggesting, but that he was actually the center of the wheel on all of this. So, that's the main takeaway. There's new information about how frustrated the National Guard was waiting to be deployed. It was really, really striking to read. There's new details about specifically at which moments during the 187 minutes Trump knew certain things. So when exactly he realized a riot was in place, it was pretty soon after he got back to the Capitol. At some point in the 2 o'clock hour, late in that hour, there's a note put on his desk saying that Ashley Babbitt has been shot. So it's not as if he was just, again, this passive observer. And then there's new information about his aides over and over again. It's important to remember these are his own advisors painting this picture of him not caring, him ignoring things. Another important detail I thought was him acknowledging to aides that what Sidney Powell was saying about, voting machines and Hugo Chavez hacking them in some big plot sounded crazy. That feeds into the point that several people testified to, which was that he knew some of this was not true. And yet he continued pushing this.
Well, so let's